This is a video about Snigel multi-purpose 10-liter bag. Some of you asked about this bag and what I keep in it. Here it is. It's a little bit dirty. This bag is what I bring with me when I do group settings and when we are more people in the group. This is not something that is a trauma bag. It's not really a BooBoo-Kit either, so I like to call it an Advanced BooBoo-Kit. This bag is packed for the purpose of this trip now. We're a group of a couple of people with a lot of forest, and we're going to be walking a lot, and we're going to be in the mountains. We are pretty close to rivers, and I just like to keep everything on the same spot with me. This is always hanging outside of the cabin. It's easy to reach, and we also inform all the people about the content of it. The bag in itself, it's a 10-liter bag. It's really nice and a comfortable size. It has one big main pocket, so the main compartment, and then it has a smaller stash here, and also opening down here. Then of course it's smaller compatible, and you also have different attachments, so you can also put it on bigger backpacks from the Snigel or any other mole. This bag is, and what it's carrying is basically only what I'm trained in and what I have knowledge about using, and what I think is good to bring on a trip up north. Let's jump to it. Here, there's a simple, or not so simple, X-shear trauma scissor. It's really rugged. Attached on the front for easy access. Same here with a tourniquet. Let's put it all on the table so maybe you can see a bit better. These two chem lights, both in red. It's good to have signaling. Orbilock. Blinking or full light. When we do camping in the forest, I usually hang this bag outside camp, where we keep this blinking at night, so if something happens and we need easy access to it, we will just find the blinking red light. These I keep on most of my bags. Mouth protection, it's good to have. You don't know if anyone in your camp or group will get sick or something, and we need to keep our distance. Compression bandages. I'm not going to go through very much about what the usage or why I carry it, because that will take a bit too long. In here we got an extra kind of 4-in-1 blood stopper, so compression and elastic bandages. Got some more later in. Here I have some more tourniquets. These three comes along with the bag. So here we got blood stopper, here we got some for the lungs, and in this one I keep a bit of random stuff, some small medication, EpiPen and so on. We will get into that. Otherwise, it's 4 more compartments in this one that I divided up. There's one big Ziploc, but it's divided into. What I really like is that you can have the Ziploc centered, so you don't need to open the whole thing all the time. These bags are attached with Velcro, so you can basically modify them as much as you want, or if you want to have a different setup. I'm gonna leave them in for now. All right. RS needle, decompression needle. I keep this not for my use, but if there's any medical personnel or anything that will reach us, this is really unlikely to use, but I have one, so I keep it in there because it's really light. Here we got some chest seals, hyphen, Russell, good to have. And some nasal tubes for better access to your airways. More blood stoppers. Smaller ones. These ones I tend to use a lot with the smaller cuts. It's super easy to just stop the bleeding quickly when it's not too bad of a cut. Combat gauze, coagulation, really good, and an extra one without the coagulation. Gloves. So this will be sweeping for blood. Highly unlikely in this setting, but good to have also for your own protection. Here we go. Here we have some steroid strips, and in this one I just have a lot of compression and other gauze for protection. So bacterial binding compressors and other things. Here, since this is not the trauma bag, I remind you of that again. I also keep compete plasters, so this is good for smaller things on your feet when you're tired and grumpy. For burns, a little one for burn kit. This is really good when you pick up the boiler, for example, and you get a little bit of a burn on your fingers. These are really nice to have. The rest of these ones, here's just disinfectant for your hands. So if we need to clean someone's wound or just when you're dirty and you don't want to get infected, this is really good to have disinfectant for your hands. Always keep that in. Here's some different type of plasters, bigger one, smaller one. I'm not gonna open this up. It's nothing special. Wound cleansing. This we use a lot also for smaller cuts. Super good to have. And also natrium chloride. This is really good. You can also rinse your eyes with this one, for example. Here we got a bigger one for eyes. This is good to use if you have something in your eyes. Chlorhexidine, killing bacteria and other things in your wound. Cold suspension from if you get poisoned, so food poisoning. Good to bring in bigger groups. Hydrocortisone after you get bit by mosquitoes, or if you get stung by a bee or anything like this. This one, the same thing, but it has a bit of an agent of soothing the pain. Smaller ones for your eyes. In this one I keep different kind of drugs, painkillers, shit pills, you name it. Also in here we got tweezers and nail cutters. This one, a little bit of everything. Here's a little kit with prescription medicine for after you get stung by a bee, for example. So this we have here. Blizzard blanket. This one is good. Beats hypothermia. If anyone is in shock or get a deep cut, open this bad boy out and use it. EpiPen. Don't want to risk anyone getting anaphylactic. Basically we are about 2-3 hours from the nearest hospital setting. Some Tiger Balm. This one for sore muscles or anything. Different kind of tapes. Some plastic foil. This we use for bigger burns. And it's good to wrap around so nothing gets sticky into the wound. All right, basically that is it. I'm not a medic and I'm not an instructor in these things. This is just what I bring on this specific trip and what I'm trained to use. So every bag will look different. This is really perfect for my settings and for these surroundings. So I'm gonna get packing it all up.